Now, Jerry,
Yes.
our other pretty dealer on Card Sharks, has 7 numbered cards for you. Let's get her out here. Come on, Susanna Williams. Good morning, Susanna.
Hello, Bob.
Now, my dear, you know how this works. We got 7 numbered cards. Behind one of them is the word car. If you find it, well, this car is yours. Take a look.
The Jeep Comanche Pioneer, a bold, tough, 2-door, mid-size pickup, has innovative design and engineering, plus rugged capabilities, comes with California emission. Good luck, Jerry.
Oh, would you look spiffy going around Carlsbad in that little thing, huh? Go put that joker where you want it to be, Jerry. You got to try number 7. You come right over here now. Let's see if you win that pretty little red truck. Is it behind number 7? Well, we'll find out. Behind number 7 is the word no. Where is it today? Oh, it's behind number 4, Jerry. Right there was that new car. Well, you don't win the car, but like I say, you do end up with over $32,000 in cash. We say goodbye to you. Thank you very much for being with us, and we'll see you again. Don't go way yet.
Okay.
All right, we'll be right back to meet 2 new Card Sharks right after this. Welcome back to Card Sharks. By the way, let me tell you, if you would like to be a contestant on Card Sharks, well, Susanna's going to tell you how you can do that. Susanna?
That's right, Bob. Just send us a postcard to Contestant, Card Shark, 6430 Sunset Boulevard.
Hold it. Wait, just 1 second. Why would anybody want to be on Card Sharks when you can be on Family Feud?
Hey, wait a minute. Whoa.
You can work on
Wait a minute. What are you doing?
CBS Family Feud survey says we're coming back.
Survey says, ladies and gentlemen, this is the host. Family Feud is coming back to CBS, and how happy we are for that. This young man is the host of the new Family Feud, Mr. Ray Cohn.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you so very much.
I want to wish you all the luck in the world, really.
Thank you. It's a privilege to take a second to be on your show. I've been watching you since I was a kid, and
yeah.
But we're starting July the 4th, and you should come by and visit me. Will you do that?
Listen, the first time you ever get up there and say, if you would like to be a contestant on Family Feud, you can bet this old gray-haired guy's going to come running in there and say, no, you want to be on Card Sharks.
Well, listen, to me, I met Bob Barker. To meet you, it's the second legend, and I'm excited to be here. Okay, so, let me just say, I don't want to take a lot of your time.
No, I don't want you to either. Get out of here, and I'll see you on Family Feud beginning July 4th.
If you live in the New York area and you want to bring your family on the show or audition, please call 212-755-3383. We have a wonderful office in New York. Come and see us on The Feud.
Vanna White, you're not, but you're going to do a great job. Thanks, man. Good luck to you. Okay. Ray Combs. He's the new host on Family Feud, and now let's get 2 new Card Sharks in here. Jan and Bernie, how are you?
That's fine.
Jan, tell us about yourself very quickly.
Oh, Bob, I'm Jan Hornberger, and I was born and raised in the farmland of Pennsylvania. I'm married 48 years, and an ancient retired ballet teacher.
Oh, good for you. Well, Jan, it's nice to have you with us. What do you have on your shoulder?
Oh, that's my friend, my butterfly.
You have a butterfly on your shoulder. Well, hey, Bernie, how are you?
How you doing today, Bob?
I'm just fine. Tell us about Bernie.
I'm Bernie Thomas. I'm a Navy recruiter from sunny San Diego, California, father of 2, and I'm from Vidalia, Georgia, home of the sweetest onions you've ever tasted in your life.
Sweet as what?
Onions. You eat them like an apple, Bob.
No.
Yeah, Bob.
Ugh. I don't like onions. All right, listen. If you win 2 games, you're the champ. That's really all you have to remember. Let's get it started. Jan, the first question goes to you. And all this week, we have 10 men who are bodyguards of celebrities in our studio audience. Gentlemen, will you please join us? Nice to have you back with us today, guys. Now, Jan, before the show, we ask our 10 bodyguards, have you ever had to restrain a celebrity from punching a fan? How many of these 10 bodyguards have had to restrain a celebrity from punching a fan?
Well, I believe they certainly did, and I think it was about 6.
You think 6 of the 10 have done that? Bernie, what do you think?
Bob, I look at them, they look like they know how to control themselves. So I would say that number would be lower, Bob.
Might be lower than that?
Lower, Bob.
How much you weigh, Bernie?
265, and that's all I'm saying.
That's all I'm going to ask then.
Thank you.
How tall are you?
6'5".
6'5", 265. Boy, I bet you get them to recruit easy, don't you?
No problem at all, Bob.
Threaten them with their life, right? Yeah. Actual number of these bodyguards who have had to restrain a celebrity from punching a fan is 5 of them. You're right, Bernie. It was lower. Yeah. I'm surprised at that. I'll be darned. Which 5 of you guys have had to do that? Raise your hand if you would, please. Neil, what were the circumstances?
Well, I spent a lot of time bodyguarding the royal family in Monaco. I was with Princess Stephanie one evening when someone wanted her photograph. She didn't want her photograph taken and said that several times. The guy took it anyways. She went attacking him, started punching him, hitting him, and I had to step in between and break him up. She did get a couple good punches in.
I was going to say, how's her right hand? Pretty good?
Pretty good.
Now, she's known to have a hot temper, isn't she?
Yeah.
And she will whack you around a little bit, won't she?
Oh, yeah.
Has she ever hit you, Neil?
No, I've been pretty lucky.
Oh, good. All right. Gentlemen, thank you. Nice for you to share your stories with us. Thank you very much. It must be Bernie.
It is funny.
All right, Bernie, you have the control, and there's a 5 for you, Bern.
Change that card, Bob.
Change the 5? All right, let's see. 5 will then become a 6. Aren't you glad you changed?
Higher. Come on, Bob.
Yeah.
Higher.
Higher than the 6. How about that?
Lower. Come on, Bob.
Lower than that ace. How about that?
Higher.
Higher than the 4. Oops. How about that?
Freeze.
Freeze?
That's right, freeze.
Freeze?
Freeze.
265 pounds and you freeze on a 6? You can do anything you want, Bernie. It's all right with me. Jan. Jan, I have a... No, Bernie. I have a question for you, sir. We surveyed 100 women whose daughter recently got married. We asked them, did you give your daughter advice on how to handle her wedding night? How many moms did give their daughter advice about her wedding night?
Well, Bob, you know, I have 2 kids of my own. I have a daughter, and she's 15, and I'm already starting to give her advice. And I think that number would be a high number because you need to let them know what to expect. And like I said, being a single parent, I've learned to do that already. So I think that number would be about 60.
60 out of 100 moms did give their daughter advice about their wedding night. Jan?
Well, I've only had sons, and I left that up to my husband. So I believe that might be just a little lower.
Might be lower. I'll bet it's a lot lower. I have no idea. The actual number of moms who gave their daughter advice about her wedding night is 8 of them. Yeah, it was a lot lower, yes. All right. Did your mom give you advice about your wedding night?
No.
Obviously.
I knew you were going to say that. That is so mean.
Jan, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, there's a 10 for you. What player change?
I'd like you to change that card.
You want to change that
Please,
card?
Yes.
All right, we will. 10 will then become an 8.
Oh, it's lower.
Lower than the ace. Oh, yeah.
And it's higher.
Higher than the 3. Oh, yeah.
And it's higher.
Higher than the 4. Yep.
And I'm going to freeze.
Well, okay. A cute little free sign she has, isn't it? All right. Got another question for you. This is your question, Jan. We surveyed 100 women who enlisted in the U.S. Army. I'm sorry, Bernie, but this is what the question says. 100 women who enlisted in the U.S. Army, and we asked them, have you ever had an Army meal that was so good you asked the cook for his recipe? How many Army women have asked the cook for a recipe?
Well, I have friends that have been in the Army, and I never heard one of them ever say that they thought the meal was delicious.
Look at Bernie.
So I'm going to say that, oh, my goodness, that must be about 1.
1.
Right.
1 out of 100. Okay. Hey,
Well?
Bernie, have you ever asked a cook for a recipe in the Navy?
You might have think I have, but I haven't, I'm going to tell you. I think that, I have to say higher, Bob. No
You do,
doubt.
yeah.
You know, nothing against the Army, but higher.
Huh.
It's 1.
Which way?
Higher.
Oh. Higher?
Higher.
That's what I said.
Okay.
The actual number of Army women who have asked the cook for a recipe is 23 of them. Yeah. 23. Bernie has the control.
Change that card.
Change this one?
Change that card.
Sure we will. 6 becomes a 6 again, Bernie.
Higher, Bob.
All right, if it's higher, you win the game at $100. Is it higher? It is.
All right, all right.
Good for you, my friend.
Yeah.
So Bernie wins game number 1 at $100. We'll set up for game number 2 and deal out the cards in the same deck. We'll be right back right after this. Don't go away now.
Women.
All right, we're set up for game number 2. Lacey's got the cards all dealt out. You good for you, Lace.
Oh,
by the way, if Bernie looks familiar to you, Bernie's been on our show before, but we had a technical problem at that time, so we invited him back, and it just made $100 there, didn't you, Bernie?
That's right.
All right, we're ready for game number 2, and Bernie, the first question goes to you, and here we are. We surveyed 100 people, and we asked them, if CBS wanted to come into your home and film your family as it really is for a whole week, would you agree? How many people would let CBS film their family?
Oh, Bob, you would have to ask that. I come from a large family, and it's chaos around our house all the time. My mom probably would let you, but the rest of us wouldn't want you to, so I'm going to say that's kind of a low number, about 30.
30 out of 100, you say, would let CBS come to their home. Jan?
Oh, we would just love that.
Would you really?
Oh, yes, indeed. And I think that might be a little higher because they'd have an opportunity to be on TV. So that's a little higher.
I think it is. The actual number of people who would let CBS film their family is 54 of them. I'm amazed at that. I'll be darned. All right, Jan. Jan's got the control, and Jan, here we go. You can change it.
Please change the card.
We will. 7 will now become a deuce. How's that?
That's higher.
Higher than the deuce. 8.
And it's lower.
Woo, going on. Look at here.
And it's higher.
Higher again, the lady says 9.
I'm going to freeze,
That's your
Bob.
little freeze. Yeah, freeze right there. Okay, so she's 1 card away from winning game number 2. Who will be the champ? Hey, we'll find out. Jan, I got a question for you. Jan, take a look out there, will you? Take a look. Did you hear that noise? That was Doug the bodyguard blowing his nose. Did you? Honk! You all right, Doug? Yeah, you were on camera. Millions of people were watching you do that, Doug. It's okay. Jan, this question involves our 10 bodyguards. These are bodyguards of celebrities, and there they are. Before the show, we asked these 10 bodyguards, have you ever made the celebrity you were guarding wear a disguise? How many of these 10 bodyguards have made their celebrity wear a disguise?
I believe that, well, they look very cautious, so I'm going to
Which
say
one
that
does,
may be
Jan?
on the second row, number 3.
Oh, he does look cautious, doesn't
Yes.
he? Yeah.
So I'm going to say that might be
Don't smile, Craig. It'll ruin your image.
4.
4 of them, 10, have made it their celebrity wear a disguise. Bernie?
I think that number is going to be lower, Bob.
Bernie, if you wore a disguise, what would you wear, sir? You could dress up like a condominium. He's a big guy. Let's find out. The actual number of these bodyguards who have made their celebrity wear a disguise is 3 of them. You're right, Bernie, it was lower. Which 3 of you guys have made your celebrity wear a disguise? Well, there's 2 of them. Oh, just been a tough day, hasn't it, Doug? I know, yeah. All right, Doug, because you were late in raising your hand. Well, who were you guarding, and what did you make him wear?
This is a few years ago in Denver. I was with Sean Cassidy at a concert, and the girls had totally surrounded the tunnel. We couldn't get out. So I looked over, and I saw an officer look somewhat Sean's size. I said, may I borrow your jacket, your hat, and the squad car? And he let us do it. Sean drove out, and the girls didn't even look at him. The other was very quickly. It was in Alabama at the airport. Again, we were surrounded. So I got janitor's overalls, a broom, and a little barrel. And he swept his way out to the plane.
No kidding. Good creative mind. All right, guys, thank you very much for sharing your stories. It's interesting. Bernie, you ready?
I'm ready, Bob.
All right, Bernie, look what I got for you. 9.
Change that card, Bob.
Change that card. We will. 9 will now be a queen.
Lower!
Hey, let's go lower. You got it. Lower than the 8. No. No. Didn't freeze. Jan, you get a free chance with this 9.
I'm going to say higher.
All right, if it's higher, Jan wins the game. We play tiebreaker. Is it higher than the 9? No. Not higher than the 9. No. All right, we'll pause for these words. We'll come back to find out who's going to win game number 2 right after this. We have returned. Let's continue with this game to find out who our champion's going to be. Will it be Jan? Will it be Bernie? Well, let's see. Bernie, here's a question for you. It's an educated guess question, Bernie. You ready for this?
I'll try, Bob.
Okay. What's the average amount of money an airline spends to provide each passenger with dinner and beverages? The average amount of money an airline spends.
On one?
Yeah, to provide each passenger with dinner and beverages.
$5,000. Do you mean
I want to make sure you understand the question. Otherwise,
one person?
Yeah, for one person.
Oh,
okay.
$295.
You don't mean $295.
$2.95. You got it.
Yeah. You can find that peanut airline.
You got it.
What are you laughing at, Jan?
Well, I'll eat my bag of peanuts now.
Go right ahead. He says $2.95 is what each airline spends. It'll be higher or lower than that.
Oh, it's going to be higher, believe me.
You think it's going to be higher?
It's going to be higher.
I'm not going to. How much higher do you think it is, just for fun?
I'd say $20.
Oh, would you? Okay. The average amount an airline spends
For
to provide a
one person?
passenger with dinner and beverages is $3.50. Yeah.
You're kidding me.
$3.50. Yeah.
That's economy.
That's why it tastes like sponge all the time. Okay, Jan, you got the control. What are you going to do with this 9?
May I change that
You
card,
can if you're nice to
please?
me, yes.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm very
Thank
nice
you, Lacey.
to you.
9 now is a king.
Oh, it's lower.
If it's lower, you win the
Please
game.
be
We'll play a
lower.
tiebreaker. Lower than the king? Yeah, a lot lower. All right.
I can't believe it. Oh, Bernie, I don't
So
believe
now
it.
we got a little tiebreaker, huh? We will play a one-question sudden death game, which will determine who our champion is going to be. I want to wish you both the best of luck. Going to deal out only 3 cards, and we're on our way. Jan, the question is yours. Jan, we surveyed 100 married men whose brother-in-law lives with them. We asked them, does your brother-in-law owe you money? How many married men said their brother-in-law does owe them money?
Oh, I know brother-in-laws. Yes, they owe us money. And you know what? I'm going to say that's going to be about 50.
50 out of 100 married men said their brother-in-law owes them money. What do you think,
Higher,
Bernie?
Bob.
Think it's higher than that,
It's
huh?
higher, Bob. Yes, it is.
Okay, well, the actual number of married men whose brother-in-law owes them money is 43. Not higher. It was a little bit lower. And that means that Jan has the control. Jan, here's what's going to happen. I will show you 2 cards. I'll show you your base card and Bernie's base card. At that moment, you must make a decision, all right?
All right.
Your base card is a jack. Bernie's base card is a king. Now, you can play or you can pass.
I'm going to pass it to Bernie.
Gonna pass it on to Bernie. Bernie, it's all up to you, my friend. Lower. Going lower, yeah. If it's higher, you're the champ. No! And that means that, Jan, you are the champion.
Oh, Bernie! Oh, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe
Talk
it.
about bad luck, Bernie.
Oh, Bernie.
Bernie, $100. Thank you very much for being with us, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Come on, Jan. All right, Jan is our new champ. Well, you were on your way home when you saw that forward.
I was.
Okay, the 2 pretty ladies in red, Suzanne and Lacey, are going to come out here and start dealing out the cards. Now, from a deck that you cut a little earlier, I'll remind you that in addition to all the money that you can win, we have added a couple of jokers to that deck. Every time a joker pops up, it gives you a chance of winning a brand new car. And please remember that you can change 1 card per line, and because you are the champ, well, we're going to give you at least 1 chance because Lacey has a joker for you. So if you're ready, give her $200, please, and you're on your way. Here we go, honey.
Thank you.
You have $200 now, Jan, and your first card is an 8. You can play
Oh,
a
I'd
king.
like to change
Which
that
one you
with
want to?
number 3.
Number 3. Let's see what we got. 8 now becomes a jack with $200.
I'm going to bet $100 lower.
$100 lower than the jack. There's a 3. You got $300.
I'm going to bet $200 higher.
$200 higher than the 3. Yeah. 500, Jan.
I'm going to bet $200 that it's higher.
200 that is higher than the 4. Hope it is. Is it? Well, of course it is. 700. Up here, I'll give you another 400. You now have $1,100 you can play or change.
I'm going to change it to number 1.
Number
please.
1. All right. Let's see what we got. 10 becomes a jack. You got $1,100.
I'm going to say $400 lower.
400 lower than the jack. Yeah. $1,500.
I'm going to say $100 that it will be lower.
$100 lower than the 8. Ooh, push. No win, no loss. You're all right. Still $1,500.
Okay, I'll say $100 lower.
100 lower again. Is it lower? No. That's all right. Play it wisely.
Okay.
You've now got a 10. You've got 1,400 player change to 10.
I'm going to change it, please,
Don't
with number
blame
2.
you. Now, the 10 is an 8. Got 1,400. Rules say you got to bet half or $700, Dan.
All right, I'll bet half
Half of it.
that it's going to be higher.
I hope it is. Is it higher than the 8? No. It's all right. Brings you right back down to $700. Not so bad at all,
No,
though. You got $700
thank
your first time out. Total winning so far, $900. We'll be right back with more card sharks right after this.
What makes The Price is Right so exciting? We asked our audience about the lovable Bob Barker, the challenging pricing game, and the fabulous showcases. It's unanimous. The Price is Right is pure excitement. Weekdays.
All the time we have. We'll see you next time on Card Sharks. Bye-bye.
Some of our departing contestants will receive Spencer's Makes Clothes Children Love to Wear. Spencer's Children's Clothes that last for moments that live forever. Americane. Stop the pain and itching of minor cuts, scrapes, burns, and insect bites fast. Use as directed. For healthy, beautiful hair, try dermatologically safe Fantastic Sam's quality hair care products available only at Fantastic Sam's salons. Pledge is self-cleaning, so it cleans away dust and old polish to leave a fresh shine every time. Country Time Lemonade flavored drink mix. Old-fashioned taste is new again. Sugar sweetened or sugar-free with Nutri-Sweet. It's the Bissell 3-way vac, broom vac, hand vac, tank vac. Super powerful, extra versatile, no bags to buy by Bissell. And a member of our studio audience will receive from Casablanca Ceiling Fans comes this sleek contemporary design in white and brass with graceful light fixture, the Spirit of Saturn from Casablanca. This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks. A Mark Goodson television production.